Hello, welcome to the session on Primus CRM's analytics. So in this session, I won't be going in depth on the functionalities, but I will be focusing more on the analytics part we have here. When I say analytics, we have different kinds of analysis, graphs and all, which is based on the corporate layer, the sales associate layer, and the a division manager layer. So I'll just start with from the corporate layer. So if you see here, I'm logging in with the corporate admin user. So this session assumes that you already have some brief idea about how our product works. So I'll not really waste my spend much time explaining how the things are configured and all. I would rather focus this session entirely on analytics. Now in corporate sales, and I think I've already explained this thing, you can actually set your sales targets based on items or brands, product, etc. and all. So now I'll go to the first thing. So there is this sales target evaluation based on, let's say, division. I'll do it on the division. So this actually, this shows how much we have expected. The sales has been expected from each division and how much they have delivered. So this one, right? I mean, here we can select based on the periods. So it's whether it's Q2, Q3, Q4, or it's weekly, monthly, however we have set it. And you can do an analysis based on um, what are we have actually delivered. Let me go back to the targets and see what we have actually set here. So we don't have any centered on items. Divisions, yes. Okay, we have not really. Category, yes. We have made our analysis and then nothing more. So we have set our targets on division as well as on category. So here, if I go to here, I can see it on division. I have already shown. Let's go to the category. So that was for Q2. Let me select the Q2 category. Okay, so based on the category, we can see it. Based on the division, also we can see how much each division has performed against how much they were targeted. So that's basically the how we evaluate, how we set our targets, and how could we have performed analysis of that. Now we have this corporate dashboard where you actually see how your sales looks like. You had a set a target of 8 million, but you have raised only 2 million. You how your sales each looks like. 39% of them are in unassigned, 22% of them are closed, 1% of them are initiated, 16.7 have been failed. So like that. And analysis also you can do based on all of these categories. So based on categories, how much your current sales has performed, based on brand, based on territory may not be available now, corporate layer, based on division. Bangalore occupies 50% of them, followed by Chennai and Noida. So that's how you can do it. Now this bar is the last bar is for the sales progression. How much each division has been selling in the past few weeks. That's what we show here. So that's an analysis what we have on the corporate layer. Now I'll log in as a division manager. So for the division manager, there is this dashboard. This is the dashboard here, but again, it's more or less the same. So you can see your sales target, and you can see how much for Bangalore Q3, how much you have actually target, how much you have occupied. For here, you can basically see your sales split based on all any of these parameters, product, items, or something, and the sales progression will show how your sales have been performing for the past few weeks. And then we have this SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis I have actually explained it. It can be done on division layer as corporate layer, but here I will show it this one based on the division layer. Right, so it shows your strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats based on your the parameters which based on the parameters which you have already defined. Now I'll log in as a, I'll go to the analytics menu, but before that, let me again show the menu as a, the dashboard of a sales personnel, how it looks. So here, it's the dashboard here. So it's again, how much the person has been sold. So this person, the associates, 85% sale came from Apple iPhone, 9.2 came from selling Sony cameras. So this has been the sales targeted. So this has been the average sales figures of the company. So the sales lead, there is only one sales lead which was closed, and the sales progression. How this associate sale has been progressing, and how the average associate sale progresses. So that's what the sales associate dashboard shows you all about. Now I'll analytics is kind of okay, accessible to the user. So the sales associate can actually see all the periods which he has access to, and then evaluate the sales based on brand, how much you have sold, based on product, how much you have targeted and how much you have actually uh, sold, and based on category, items, or associates, all these informations, right? So that's how you do that. This one, then there is a product analysis. For product analysis, I'll select a period of day 16, 2017 Jan to end of August, and I'll select mobile phones because we have maximum data there. So, based on the economic model, whether it's a top end model, economic model, low model, we see, how each brand has been split accordingly. So, in which category, who is the leader in based on which category, and all. Then sales trend. So we examine the sales trend for past 8 months in, let's say, 6 intervals or 8 intervals. For which product I will select in mobile phones. Yeah. So this has been how each product has been selling in the past few months. So in the graph we can actually see how it has been split, all the products and how they have been able to sell. Now we'll go to the sales force analysis. We'll see how for Bangalore, from how how much each associate has actually sold, and how much expenses has been claimed by each associate, how the sales lead looks, who number of leads, basically the number of leads which each associate has been sent, all sales opportunity that each associate has been working on. So you can actually see the split up based on all these parameters. Uh, Now I will go to the thing we did with the sales force analysis. Now I will go to the sales gate analysis. So also let me take the parameter from. So this shows, right, I mean, how much how many the status is there, and what are the reasons for the how the split, the status wise, the current status wise, and how the reason why split, why we are winning some sales or why we are losing some sales, that can be seen here. And here there has been the total opportunity, sales opportunity. This many, the green one shows how much is currently open. The red one shows how much we have actually won out of these the total opportunities, and this the yellow one shows how much has been failed for opportunities. So we know the clear split of the total potential sale with how much won, how much we failed, and how much is still we are working on. Now we have this feedback analysis. Feedback analysis again, again I'll do it for Bangalore. So this shows, the average customer satisfaction index. So the average rating has been 77%. So anything more than 80 based on our configuration is considered to be positive. Anything less than that is considered to be not so good. And so here the rating has been on the 77 range. And the reasons for good feedbacks have been mostly friendly staffs and knowledgeable staffs, the competence, and negative has been staff's incompetence or the route. This is based on associate. If you see, that's why the staff part gets highlighted. Now there is something called sales line. We have into the same thing. Okay, here the customer satisfaction is a bit better, because there have been more positive reasons. There are the reasons like the products they bought, it has been value for money. Some of them were bought because there was no alternative. Some of them were bought for brand value. Some of them has good product quality, and again, negative feedbacks also out there. So that has been shown here. So this is the total sales were 2.9 millions, but they have taken feedback only for 68%. So this shows how much reliable the feedback what we have taken here. So that's with the analytics. So if you see here, right, I mean, we have around close to almost 40, 50 different types of graphs. If you can include the variations also of the same graph with item categories, points, and all. Um, so that's what we have on the analytics front. Thank you.